Hey everyone, we are here at SEMA 2023 and we are in the Vibrant booth, and there is a vehicle here that we have seen people going nuts for since the moment SEMA started yesterday. And we have a really great chance to talk to Cavan.
Yeah.
He's going to walk us through. He's going to tell us, I'm assuming this is your vehicle that you are heavily involved with. I'm not really assuming that. But I'm going to let you introduce it because there is a lot of amazing stuff going on here, and I don't want to get anything wrong. So I will ask you questions when I have them. So thank you again for taking the time to do it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
So this has been a 2-year-long project with my dad and I. My dad is an ex-IndyCar mechanic, and he spent 25 years in IndyCar racing. So he was able to retire, and we were able to build this.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. So basically the car's name is Hammerhead. It's a 1973 Pontiac Firebird. But it's got IndyCar DNA. So it's got an IndyCar 6-speed sequential. It's got IndyCar suspension, shocks, brakes. Basically, we just kept going and going with the car, and we cut off what we didn't want / that was rusted away, and we ended up with just the roof left. And we just kept on grafting it. We grafted on wide body fenders because the car's 82 inches wide. The wing is 84 inches wide.
Wow! Oh, it really does have IndyCar roof.
Yeah. Right? It's flat bottom, massive diffuser that spans about a third of the length of the car. It's full tube chassis. It's got full Vibrant sponsorship, so it's got everything everything ran through Vibrant: fittings and hoses, race hoses, heat shielding, plumbing. It's got Garrett turbos, twin turbos. It's got an LSR from late model engines. It's a race version of an LS. It's capable of 9,000 plus RPM, 2,000 plus horsepower. It's we moved all the weight towards the back, so it's got 55% rear, 45% front. It's going to handle a little bit like a Porsche. It's got a carbon roof scoop that's fully functional. That's where the engine breathes out of. It's a full Motec system. It's got an M150 with the biggest dash they offer that also does data logging. It's paddle shift. It's pneumatically shifted. It's basically just been a crazy 2-year-long project.
That's amazing. So what was it, you and your dad together that were like, you know what, we should turn this into an IndyCar? Or you're like, no, what if you took this car and made it an IndyCar? So how did that idea come together?
Well, it's kind of funny because this is actually almost version 3 of the car.
Okay.
So we basically have built a car before. We built the 72 Resto mod. I autocrossed it for the longest time. And I was like, you know, Dad, I kind of want to do another project. I want to go track racing. Because autocross is fun, but I want to get on a track. And I don't fit in any car.
I was just going to say, I was literally going to say, like, I don't think I could fit most of those cars, right? And you are a head dollar.
So we built a car that I could fit in. I've actually grown 1 or 2 inches since we started the project. So basically,
so close.
So we built some headroom in, so I just fit. But basically, we started off, it was originally the budget was like $35,000, and we had a bunch of IndyCar parts, and we were going to build a fun street car that was full tube chassis to really get me more experience, really help me learn more things about fabrication, because I'm in engineering school. And I wanted to be a more practical engineer. I wanted to be able to say, well, I can design this, and I know if this will work or not beforehand. So basically, we started off, and we've gone way past the budget. And
I was going to say.
So as we
that is past the budget, right?
A year ago, we basically contacted Vibrant. We walked up to their booth, and we were like, "Hey, we really like your products. We'd like to use them in the car." And they became our first sponsor and our biggest sponsor. So and we feel really fortunate and lucky to get in their booth. So and every time we kept asking for more and more sponsors, they kept saying yes, and now we have 24 sponsors, I believe, and we just kept on wanting to elevate the build, and eventually we basically just kept on adding aero elements and making the car more and more radical and more of a race car. So now, instead of a cool race-themed race car for the street, it's a race car with a license plate.
That's amazing. So you got some more experience.
A lot more.
And now, like, I'm assuming you've driven it. Is it drivable yet?
It has the capability to start right now, but we have not done anything with it. We have nothing in it right now.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
When it is done.
What are we doing with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically we want to go racing with it.
Right.
Obviously, when you have a car that's crazy like this, there's not many series
I was going to say, there's not a lot of immediate. IndyCar is not going to let you take this.
So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of global time attack and a lot of grid life.
Okay.
Super lap battle, and a lot of hill climbs. So actually, what's funny is J.R. Hildebrand reached out to us and he goes, Pikes Peak, and we're like, if you're driving, so eventually we'd like to take it up Pikes Peak.
Amazing. Okay.
With him driving.
What kind of modifications would you have to make to take it up Pikes Peak?
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's way off. I mean, probably anywhere from a year to 5 years from now. We want to get the car more dialed in for that.
Yeah, totally.
Because, I mean, it's a scary thing to take up the mountains. So.
Yeah, I was telling him yesterday, I grew up in Colorado Springs, and just driving any car
up the mountain. Let alone at
I watch video of hill climb, and I'm just like, I'm blown away. I have a lot of memories of being like, oh God, we're going to die.
And at least it's not dirt now. So I mean,
because when I grew up, because I am 100 years old, when I grew up, a lot of it was, and it's closed a lot of the year, right? What an exciting thing for that. Well, thank you so much for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming by.
Good luck. We'll definitely be following to see once it actually gets ready to go.
Yeah, we'll be racing in a few months. There's going to be a lot of testing between the first event.
Of course. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.